Weather on the Ones every 10 minutes. Also available on the Spectrum News app.
Thanks so much for sticking with us right here on Spectrum News 1. We continue our live coverage of a winter storm moving through the Buckeye State. What you're looking at right now is a live look at the Roebling Bridge in Cincinnati. Obviously, precipitation coming down there very hard, and we are tracking our weather system right now with our meteorologist. Chief Meteorologist Eric Elwell joining us now from the Weather Center. Eric, you mentioned previously that while things were already deteriorating in Cincinnati, time was definitely winding down for those in central Ohio, with not only the snow coming, but the conditions shifting too. So what's the latest as this storm continues to hammer parts of the state?
Well, Tanisha, we continue to keep a close eye on the radar, and things pretty much panning out as we anticipated, maybe a little bit slower developing in the Columbus metro area, but still watching very closely as the snow shifts north and east into the area. I want to show you the radar at the moment, and you can see that on live Storm Track Doppler radar, that snow continued to push northward. The storm system itself is actually still just to the west, the center of it, moving out of Illinois into southwestern sections of Kentucky, southwestern sections of Indiana as well. So that is where we're getting the most concern at the moment. And a very, very heavy snow band has developed right here along the Ohio River, and that's shifting back into Cincinnati. And as you can see, it looks like it should be snowing in Columbus and even north of I-70, but there's been some dry air at the surface kind of eating away at the northern part of this. That dry slot of air is gradually going to erode, and we're going to start to get the snow to reach the ground. And once it does, it's really going to accumulate quickly in parts of central and west central Ohio where we have not had much yet, including Licking County and Zanesville over to Columbus. But the snow has been coming down for hours in southwestern Ohio and Cincinnati. We had a little bit of a lull for a while early this evening, but now the snow picking back up, and you can see the darker blue here. That's heavy snow, talking rates here that may approach an inch an hour, where we get some of this darker blue, and that's lifting northeastward here. You get into Dayton, some light to moderate snow also coming down, especially you get south of I-70 there, here towards Centerville and Springboro, some of the heavier snow, and then stretching over toward Xenia as well. And then you get into Columbus, it looks like it should be snowing, but it has been the dry air that's been holding everything at the moment for Licking County, Delaware County, Union County. You can start to see some of the darker blue beginning to show up. That's just telling us the atmosphere is moistening. We do expect some light, fine snow to begin to develop, and gradually those snowflakes will get bigger as we head through the next hour or two. But there is going to be a sharp cutoff from where we get the accumulating snow. Decent accumulations, significant accumulations, and not much. And that line's probably going to be somewhere around Union County, Logan County, Delaware County, back through to Shopton County. I think south of that we'll have some decent snowfall amounts. North of it, not much. And then that dividing line could be really close. It could shift 20, 30 miles. So you could be in Marion and you have a coating of snow, and you go down to Delaware just 10, 20 miles, and you get 2, 3, 4 inches of snow. And then south side of Columbus a lot more. So this still has to come eastward. As it does, we do expect that precipitation to go in, but it's probably not going to get much farther north than about that U.S. Highway 30 corridor. So this is a look at our accumulation graphic. We've adjusted it a bit. Again, there is going to be a tight range here, where we go from 1 to 2 inches down to 8, 9, 10 inches of snow as you get down toward Chillicothe, Pickaway, Cincinnati. Well, Cincinnati here in southwestern Ohio, I think those amounts are going to be 10, 11, 12 inches of snow. Not much as you get north of I-70. So Futurecast got a pretty good handle on it. You can see the back edge of the accumulating snow coming in toward Columbus and Zanesville over the next couple of hours. But again, probably not going to get much farther north than U.S. Highway 30. So we will pick up accumulating snow. Conditions will go downhill in Columbus to Dayton. If you're watching us tonight from Cleveland and Toledo and Youngstown, this is mainly south of you. You're going to get spared with this. However, between about 2 a.m. and 6 a.m., I do expect some scattered snow showers to pivot through. And again, the timing of that could come in during the morning commute. So you're not completely out of the woods as far as any concerns with driving conditions, because the ground is so cold. It wouldn't take much to kind of coat the roads again. So be careful early in the morning in Cleveland, although the majority of the snow expected in the south. By midday, here on Monday, the snow should be shutting down in Columbus and Dayton. Back edge coming through Cincinnati as well. And by the evening commute, I think conditions improve here fairly quickly. A live look right now in Cincinnati, I-75 and Hopple Street. You can see snow-covered roads. It is a mess at the moment. We'll take you, that camera will pop up here in just a second. Looking from Covington over toward the city of Cincinnati, the snow really coming down. It is 21 degrees. It feels like 11 degrees. And we still have plenty of snow to go. And another live view from Cincinnati, another shot here courtesy of EarthCam. That visibility really dropping off there as some of this heavier snow continues to push through. And we've got a couple more views here. We'll take you to Dayton. Visibility here also low, snow-covered roads. It is a mess all across southwestern Ohio. Expect those conditions to continue to go downhill in Columbus as well. While the snow is just barely pushing into the south side, we do expect that to change here over the next couple of hours, and it will get pretty tricky here overnight and through early in the morning. Tanisha will continue to monitor this here very closely over the next few hours.
All right, Eric, thank you so much for that. We'll check back in just a bit. Well, in the meantime, this winter storm dropping inches of snow in many parts of the state is expected to create challenges, of course, on the roadways. And while the Department of Transportation is doing everything that they can to ensure